Welcome to Winston-Salem, North Carolina, home to the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Western Michigan Broncos, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Broncos will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Wake Demon Deacons offense will get first crack at it today. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need him.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. There he goes. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The Broncos in the hurry-up. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
They're trying to slam it in, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Broncos! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. He'll start this drive firing. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy to see.
He's loose on the left. He's at the tip. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Pulls it, fired complete. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Pass interference. Offense.
Some hand fighting at the point of the catch will draw the penalty, but this one is going to go against the offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man downfield. And he'll be brought down. And the Broncos want to pick up the tempo. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them up.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. All right, guys, let's talk a little Western Michigan. Can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The Broncos are rolling down the field.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism.
Turning it on. Sweet spin.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Off play action on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Motion from the wideout. The play action fake. Makes the grab. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
You know, I love defensive ends that are active and violent with their hands. Great job fundamentally by that DN getting that sack.
He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Rice is getting cooked right now at home, and it's all over but the crying. A lopsided affair with miscues and missed tackles. They're trailing by 14 to Kennesaw State. Just another week of Conference USA football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. We've had some early scores. They got the ball back, trailing by a field goal 10-7. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. They'll start this drive going to the air, using the quick game. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Trying to make magic with his feet. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. On the move at the 30. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period.
First down, Wake.
We've come to the break. It's Western Michigan on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So first down here as they go back to work. To the air on first down. It's complete to the right. Breaks into the open. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
From the gun. Here's the pressure. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
At the 13-yard line. It's now
Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wake!
And that's how you bail your offense out, David. In a goal-to-go situation, you've been going backwards here a little bit, but you've got a quarterback that can take the game over with his legs. Great job scrambling for the touchdown.
I mean, it's uncanny. He's just got a knack, and it's so frustrating to play defenses against guys like this that just, I've got the right defense dialed up. I'm there to make a play for my team, but he's too good, and he makes the guy miss, and he takes it to the end zone. This guy's just an absolute headache.
Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they move the ball down the field.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. And the Broncos headed quickly to the line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Under fire. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Broncos are moving quickly down the field.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Power football with the run.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And the Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got his man.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Quickly complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the 1st down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Western Michigan. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He makes a catch. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wants to throw again. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route
picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll immediately call timeout. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Wide open downfield. There he goes. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a night.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14. The Demon Deacons will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
They'll wrestle it down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. He'll throw on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Miles. Oh, what a cut! Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. The Broncos racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Wide receiver going in motion. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. And the Broncos decide to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Leaves it with the running back. Got a little space. There he goes. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. They trust him, and he continues to deliver and make big play after big play. This dude is an absolute superstar.
All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They'll test the right side. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. To the ground with the back. Plows through the defense. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to the right side. Explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3.
Here we go, here we go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Demon Deacs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up, first drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. The sure hands, it's Miles. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He breaks a tackle. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
And they can't make the connection.
Listen, I would get rid of that thing fast, too, if I've been sacked that many times today. They're coming every angle. Everybody's coming. They've got to me the whole day. Can somebody please get my back?
Now the play fake. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And when it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Broncos will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. They'll run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
He's got him. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Wake Forest has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He's got him in the flat. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Good timing on the quick out. Smacks him with the stiff arm. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. The Demon Deacons look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on first down. The quick out. Finds a little space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside defense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. And the Demon Deacons will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Flips it out to the back. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking to throw for it. Makes the catch. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running.
Defense becomes even more heightened in this area of the field. You get the short yardage situations, the goal-to-go situations. They got to be dialed in. That's 2 big stops in a row by this defense, forcing a 3rd and goal, putting some pressure now on this offense.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Here we go. What great shape they will be in if they can punch in a touchdown on 4th and goal. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. So the defense trying to protect the lead, but they could also put a punctuation mark on this thing and end it with a big turnover. They'll try the run. Fights off the defender. Little bit of running room as he picks up 4 and gets it out to the 5. And the Broncos are in the hurry-up.
That wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. This is why offensive coordinators get the big bucks to decide how aggressive you're going to be on 3rd and short from inside the 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he makes the catch. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Turning it on. Touchdown, Western Michigan. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
Western Michigan, 26. Wake Forest, 21.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here, Glenn.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
He's got it. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Gets it to the back. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
A lot of times late in games, you see this by defenses. They're going to drop back, and they're going to take away all the deep stuff, try to take away all the passing lanes. Nice job getting to your running back, letting him get positive yards, and then let's get up to the ball quickly.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Quick completion on the out. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays, don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They're working that left side, and that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Finds his big tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. The Demon Deacons will have it 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on first down. Touchdown, Wake Forest! They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. Got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game.
Six propane. Fly trumpet. Hey,
Sends it back in motion.
Finish. Ready. Now.
Wants to pass. Looking, trying to escape, cannot. The sack thwarts the 2-point try.
27, Western Michigan, 26.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Trying to escape and get it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Timeout is called and the clock is down to 8. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Looking downfield on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And they fight him to the bitter end, all the way down to putting some more numbers in the stat column, but they'll come up a little short as time expires. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
Yeah, and you want it.